Some women never lose their glow, not because of creams or Botox, but because of the quiet habits that shape each day. Beauty isn't in the mirror, it's in how you live and how you make others feel. Today, we'll reveal 15 timeless habits. Welcome to a journey of timeless elegance. In this video, you'll discover 15 simple, powerful habits practices that nourish your skin, calm your spirit, and strengthen your presence. These aren't beauty tricks. They're rituals that help you grow more radiant, confident, and unforgettable with every passing year. Before we begin, let's pause and think about mornings. In America, our days often start in a rush. Maybe you're packing lunches for your kids in a quiet kitchen before the school bus arrives. Maybe you're hurrying to the subway in New York, coffee in hand. Or maybe you're already checking work emails from your home office in Seattle. Across the country, mornings are busy, noisy, and sometimes overwhelming. But here's the truth, even in the busiest life, 5 intentional minutes can transform your day. That's because beauty is not something you apply, once it's something you practice. Over and over. In small rituals, every sip of water, every keyed breath, every moment you choose to pause instead of push becomes part of your presence, and presence is what people remember. Long after they forget your outfit or your makeup, they'll remember how you made them feel. That's why we're here. Not to chase youth, but to build a kind of beauty that grows stronger, calmer, and more graceful with age. Think about the women you admire most. It isn't their foundation, shade, or the latest serum that inspires you. It's their calm voice, their steady gaze, their laughter, their style that feels effortless. Those qualities didn't come from products, they came from habits, repeated with intention. So in this video, I'll guide you through 15 habits. Some are small, like sipping warm lemon water. Others are inward, like writing down 3 lines of gratitude. Each one is doable. Wherever you live, whatever your morning looks like, together, they create not just a routine, but a philosophy, because age is only a number. But elegance is a practice, and when practiced daily, it turns every morning into a moment of beauty. If you're finding these ideas helpful, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It's the simplest way to support this channel and helps more women discover these uplifting habits. Together, we can create a community that celebrates timeless beauty, confidence, and self-worth. The very first step to a radiant morning begins with something simple: water. After hours of sleep, your body wakes slightly dehydrated. This is why skin can look dull and why energy feels low. By starting your day with a full glass of water, if you're giving your body the refresh it quietly asks for, to take this one step further, add warm water with a few slices of fresh lemon. This isn't about a trend, it's about gently waking your system. The warmth soothes digestion. The lemon provides a burst of antioxidants. And the ritual itself sets a mindful tone. Think of it as a small reset button for your skin, metabolism, and mood. Women who build this habit notice subtle but lasting changes. Puffiness fades, skin appears brighter, and energy feels steadier. And more importantly, this act is a signal you are caring for yourself before the world asks anything of you. Place a glass or bottle by your bedside tonight, so it's ready the moment you wake. Remember, beauty begins within, in choices that seem small but accumulate into presence. One glass of water is more than hydration. It's a daily declaration of self-worth. As we age, our skin slowly loses its natural ability to hold moisture. This is one of the quiet reasons behind fine lines. Sagging, or that dull, tired look in the mirror. But there's a gentle way to restore what time takes away, and it doesn't come from complicated products. It comes from nature itself, natural oils, like jojoba, argan, or sweet almond oil, are gifts that work in harmony with your skin. Unlike heavy creams that sometimes sit on the surface, these oils penetrate deeper, nourishing from within. Just 2 or 3 drops warmed between your palms and pressed onto damp skin after cleansing can transform texture and restore elasticity. Think of this as more than skincare. It's a moment of ritual. As you smooth oil into your cheeks or along your neck, you're reminding yourself that your skin deserves tenderness. And others will notice, well-moisturized skin doesn't just look fresher, it radiates warmth. It softens your expressions. It makes you more approachable. In a world filled with chemical formulas and endless promises, choosing natural oils is also a choice to stay close to simplicity. It's a way of saying, I honor my body with what is pure. So tomorrow morning, skip the rush. Take 30 seconds. Press in a few drops, and let your skin drink deeply. Over time, you'll see less dryness, fewer tired lines, and more of that healthy, subtle glow. Remember, beauty is never about hiding. It's about harmonizing. And when your skin feels nourished, the energy you carry becomes nourishing too. That quiet glow, it's not just seen, it's felt. In a world that begins with buzzing notifications and endless scrolling, silence has become a rare luxury. Yet silence, even for just 2 minutes, is one of the most powerful beauty rituals a woman can practice. When you first wake, resist the urge to reach for your phone. Instead, place it face down. Sit comfortably by a window. Close your eyes and simply breathe. Try a rhythm. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This gentle pattern activates calm within the body, smoothing not only your thoughts, but also the muscles of your face. The lines on your forehead soften, your eyes relax, even your jaw unclenches. These small changes are visible. People notice the difference between a woman rushing out the door in chaos and a woman who has claimed a few moments of quiet. One carries tension in her shoulders and sharpness in her tone. The other carries serenity, a softness that is magnetic. Silence is not emptiness. It is presence. It is the space where you can hear your own voice before the world begins shouting. In that space, beauty matures. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, don't scroll. Instead, sit with yourself. Just 2 minutes. Breathe. Listen. Let your spirit settle before your day begins. Because a woman with inner calm doesn't just look younger, she looks timeless. One of the simplest, yet most transformative beauty rituals is a short walk. 10 to 15 minutes may not sound like much, but this daily act is both a gift to your body and your spirit. When you step outside, your circulation wakes up. Blood flows more freely, carrying oxygen that naturally brightens your skin. That gentle flush in your cheeks after a walk, it's better than any blush. It's vitality expressed through movement. Your posture straightens. Your breathing deepens. And suddenly your presence feels more alive. But walking isn't just physical. It clears the fog in your mind. With every step, stress loosens its grip, and clarity takes its place. Many women find that their best ideas, or even their calmest moments, arrive while moving slowly through their neighborhood or a nearby park. And there's something uniquely American about this ritual. Whether it's a suburban sidewalk in Texas, a city block in Chicago, or a shaded trail in Oregon, walking connects you with your surroundings and with yourself. For women who sometimes feel isolated as they age, these walks turn loneliness into peaceful solitude. Most importantly, walking is an act for you, not for the scale, not for anyone watching, just for your own vitality. And when you begin walking for yourself, that independence becomes visible. You radiate it. So, lace up your shoes. Step outside. Let every footfall remind you beauty is motion, and every step is a step toward grace. For many women, makeup becomes routine foundation. Powder, a swipe of lipstick, the same steps repeated, day after day. But routine can quietly steal vibrancy. Instead, try treating makeup not as a mask, but as a reflection of your mood. This simple shift transforms the way you see yourself and the way others see you. Some mornings, you may feel peaceful and calm. On those days, choose lighter tones, perhaps a tinted moisturizer, a touch of balm, or a soft blush that lets your natural glow breathe. Other mornings, you wake energized, ready to take on challenges. That's the moment for a bolder liner, a warm-toned lipstick, or a defined brow. The colors and textures you select become a mirror of your energy, not a cover for imperfections. This habit carries subtle but powerful benefits. First, it keeps your look fresh and dynamic. People notice variety. It sparks curiosity. Second, it gives your skin a break. Skipping heavy layers some days lets your complexion rest, which in turn keeps it healthier over time. And finally, it strengthens self-acceptance. You're no longer asking, "How can I hide?" Instead, you're asking, "How do I feel? And how can I express it?" Makeup in this sense becomes storytelling. It says, "Today, I am serene. Today, I am bold. Today, I am joyful." And when you carry your story on your face, you don't just look beautiful, you feel unforgettable. So tomorrow morning, pause before you apply. Ask yourself, what's my mood? Then let your makeup become not a mask, but ta voice. Posture is silent body language. Before you speak a word, your stance tells people who you are. As we age, the shoulders naturally round forward. The head begins to tilt. And little by little, presence seems to shrink. But the good news is, this just 90 seconds each morning can reset everything. Start simple. Stand tall against a wall. Gently tuck your chin, as if creating space between the crown of your head and the sky. Then, squeeze your shoulder blades back, opening the chest. Finally, take 3 slow, deep breaths, letting the ribcage expand fully. These movements don't take long, but the effect is immediate. Your breath feels easier, your body taller, and your presence more grounded. This isn't vanity, it's vitality. Proper alignment reduces stress on the spine and muscles, helping you feel lighter and preventing the fatigue that often shows in facial lines. A woman who stands tall radiates confidence before saying a word. Her voice carries farther. Hicka se feel stronger, and people naturally take notice. Imagine walking into a room with your shoulders open and head lifted. That posture says, without arrogance, I respect myself. And when you respect yourself, others are drawn to mirror that respect. So tomorrow, give yourself 90 seconds. Align your spine. Breathe deeply. And remember, beauty is not only in how you dress your body, but in how you carry it. Because posture doesn't just hold you up, it holds up your presence. Gratitude is one of the simplest, yet most transformative habits a woman can cultivate. It doesn't require money, products, or even much time. All it takes is a pen, a notebook, and a few quiet minutes every morning. Before the day pulls you in 100 directions, write down 3 specific things you are grateful for. The key is specificity. Don't just write, "I'm grateful for my family." Instead, and try, "I'm grateful for the sound of my daughter's laughter at breakfast." Or, "I'm grateful for the neighbor who held the elevator door." These details anchor gratitude in lived reality, making it more powerful and more sincere. Why does this matter for beauty? Because gratitude changes your expression. Stress creates tightness in the brow, sharpness around the mouth. Gratitude softens these lines, brightens the eyes, and brings a subtle calm that others can see. People often describe grateful women as approachable, warm, even magnetic. Science quietly supports this. 2. Gratitude lowers perceived stress, improves mood, and can even influence sleep quality and better rest. Lower tension and calmer energy all show up on your face. So keep a small notebook by your bedside or in your kitchen. Each morning, capture 3 lines of thanks. Over time, you'll notice something remarkable. Not only does your mood shift, but people respond differently to you. They see light in your eyes, sincerity in your smile. Gratitude is beauty woven from within. And when practiced daily, it makes your presence glow in ways no mirror can measure. Beauty isn't only what we see, it's also what we sense. Among the most memorable, yet often overlooked, details of presence is scent. A light, signature perfume can become part of your identity. A whisper that lingers long after you've left the room. Think about it, we often forget names, but rarely forget a fragrance. The right scent evokes memory, warmth, even comfort. Choosing a light, refined perfume, something floral, woody, or fresh, creates an aura that feels timeless, unlike heavy, overpowering sprays that can feel dated. A subtle fragrance suggests sophistication and elegance without announcing itself too loudly. Application matters. Just a mist at the nape of your neck, behind your ears, or on your wrists is enough. As you move, the scent travels softly, never overwhelming, only inviting. This isn't about attracting attention. It's about leaving a gentle impression. Perfume also functions as ritual, spritzing the same scent before important moments, whether that's a meeting, a celebration, or simply a walk through the farmer's market, ties fragrance to memory. Over time, the perfume becomes not just a smell, but a personal signature, a detail that says, without words, "This is me." Ling. And here's the deeper truth. Wearing perfume for yourself is an act of self-respect. It's not about being noticed, but about savoring your own presence. A woman who takes joy in how she smells carries quiet confidence. So tomorrow, choose a scent that feels like you. Not too heavy, not too sharp, but light, graceful, and lasting. Because sometimes the most unforgettable beauty isn't what people see, but what they remember when you're gone. Your voice is one of your most powerful beauty tools. Though it's often overlooked, words matter. Yes, but how those words sound matters even more. A sweet, balanced tone has the power to soften a room, draw people closer, and make your presence both calming, and unforgettable. As we age, our voice can change. Stress, fatigue, or even habit may make speech sound sharper, harsher, or more strained. Yet with a bit of awareness, you can reclaim a tone that reflects peace and confidence. Start simple before your first conversation of the day. Hum for 20 seconds. This gentle vibration relaxes the vocal cords and sets a smoother foundation. Then, when you speak, exhale gently as you form your words. This keeps your voice round, warm, and steady. Why does this matter for beauty? Because tone is invisible makeup. A harsh voice can age your presence, making you seem tense or unapproachable. A sweet voice, on the other hand, suggests youth, grace, and emotional maturity. People may not consciously notice the shift, but they feel it, and they respond with more warmth in return. Imagine ordering your morning coffee, greeting a colleague, or speaking to family with a softer cadence. Suddenly, your words carry kindness. Your conversations flow more easily, and others begin to associate you with calm. So practice daily, hum, breathe, and remember your voice carries more than sound. It carries your spirit. And when that spirit speaks with sweetness, your beauty is heard before it is ever seen. True beauty isn't about blending in, it's about standing out with authenticity. Personal style is the outward expression of your inner self. And unlike fashion trends that come and go, style matures and deepens with age. As women, it can be tempting to chase what's current, copying influencers on Instagram or buying what the mannequins wear. But imitation often hides the very qualities that make you unique. Real elegance comes when you know yourself well enough to dress not for approval, but for alignment with who you are. Think of style as a language. The scarf you choose, the cut of a jacket, the color that keeps reappearing in your closet. These are words that tell your story. A silver cuff might speak of strength. A pair of soft leather flats might say comfort and confidence. Over time, these details become part of your signature, recognizable and memorable. Here's a practical way to refine your style. Write down 3 words that describe how you want to feel in your clothes. Perhaps it's confident, warm, timeless, or maybe bold, creative, free. Let those words guide your choices. Suddenly, shopping becomes simpler, mornings less stressful, and your appearance more cohesive. And the beauty of personal style is this: it reflects both maturity and youth. A woman who knows her look radiates assurance, while her individuality keeps her fresh. So stop chasing trends. Instead, let your wardrobe evolve as you do. Because fashion fades, but your style, lasts a lifetime. As we move through life, we carry memories, some joyful, some painful. Over time, the weight of disappointments, regrets, and unresolved conflicts can begin to show not only in our hearts, but also on our faces. Tension between the brows, tightness around the lips, a weariness in the eyes. All of these are silent imprints of what we hold on to. But beauty deepens when we learn to let go. Forgiving the past does not mean forgetting. It means releasing the grip of old hurts so they no longer shape your present. This release softens the spirit. And when the spirit softens, the face follows. Expressions open. Eyes sparkle again. And the whole presence feels lighter. Here's a simple practice. Write down one lingering frustration. one memory that still weighs heavy. Then, with a deep breath, say to yourself, I let this go so I can live today fully. You don't need to share it with anyone. The act itself is healing. Making peace with the present is just as vital. Instead of asking, what have I lost? Ask, what do I still have? That perspective shift changes posture, tone, even the way you smile. A woman who forgives radiates trust. People sense her calm and feel safe in her company. That safety is beautiful, magnetic, unforgettable. So when you look in the mirror, don't only see lines or changes, see the story you've lived and then decide to carry it with grace. Not bitterness, because forgiveness is the kind of beauty that no product can give and no age can take away. Nothing keeps a woman's spirit younger than curiosity. When the mind stays alive and eager, the face reflects it. Eyes sparkle. Expressions brighten. Posture feels lighter. Learning doesn't have to mean going back to school or mastering something huge. It can be as simple as a micro lesson after your morning coffee. Spend 10 minutes exploring something new. Open a language app and learn 3 fresh words. Watch a short documentary clip about a place you've never been. Pick up a book and read just a handful of pages. These small steps stimulate the brain, and that stimulation shows on the outside. You look more attentive, more vibrant, more present. Over time, learning builds confidence. When you surprise yourself by mastering a phrase in Spanish or understanding a new recipe, you prove that growth never stops. That inner confidence shapes how you walk into a room. People admire not just what you know, but your willingness to keep evolving. And in the American rhythm of busy lives, this habit is deeply practical. 10 minutes while oatmeal cooks, while waiting in the carpool line, or while sipping coffee on the porch, it's possible anywhere. Remember, beauty is not just in the mirror. It's in the conversations you spark, the excitement in your tone when you share something new, the openness in your gaze as you engage the world. So tomorrow morning, after your coffee, give your brain a gift, 10 minutes of curiosity. Because as long as you're learning, you're not just growing older, you're growing brighter. Some beauty habits don't require luxury products. They live quietly in your kitchen. One of the simplest, yet most refreshing, is the cold spoon ritual for tired eyes. Before bed, place 2 clean teaspoons in your refrigerator. In the morning, after you've had your water or coffee, gently press the curved side under each eye. Hold for 30 seconds. Then glide outward toward your temples. Repeat 2 or 3 times. The coolness constricts blood vessels, reduces puffiness, and eases dark circles. Within minutes, your eyes look brighter, more awake, more alive. What makes this practice so powerful isn't just the visible change, it's the message behind it. Taking a few minutes for your own care, first thing in the morning, is a quiet declaration of self-worth. You're telling yourself, I matter. I deserve these 2 minutes. That intention reflects outward, and others notice, and it works anywhere, whether you're a mom in Ohio packing lunches at 6 a.m., a professional rushing to meetings in Chicago, or retired in Florida enjoying slow mornings. The ritual is accessible, affordable, and effective. Some women buy jade rollers or cooling masks, and those can be wonderful, too. But the humble spoon reminds us, beauty doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the most elegant solutions are the simplest. So tonight, slip 2 spoons into the fridge. Tomorrow, let their cool touch wake your gaze. Because bright eyes aren't just seen, they're remembered. The words you speak to yourself are more powerful than any cream, any treatment, or any compliment you could receive from someone else. Self-talk shapes not only your mood, but also your expression, your posture, even the way people experience your presence. Too often, women fall into the habit of criticism. You glance in the mirror and think, another wrinkle, another flaw. But harsh words leave marks, not only on your heart, but on your face. Tension builds around the mouth. The eyes grow weary. The spirit dims. Now imagine something different. Tomorrow morning, instead of judgment, greet yourself with kindness. Look in the mirror and say, "Good morning, my dear self. I'm here for you today." Or, "You are strong. You are enough. You are loved." These words are not silly, they are nourishment. Just as the body needs food, the soul needs affirmation. Over time, this practice rewrites your inner dialogue. You begin to see wrinkles not as flaws, but as stories of survival, laughter, and growth. That shift changes everything. Your face softens. Your voice warms. Your confidence deepens. And it doesn't just affect you. When you treat yourself with love, you naturally treat others with more compassion. People feel safer, more valued, more drawn to your presence. So tomorrow, speak kindly, because the gentlest words you whisper to yourself echo louder than anything the world can say. Self-love is the truest foundation of timeless beauty. The final habit may be the most powerful of all, because it requires no products, no tools, only presence. Eye contact. Strong, yet gentle. Your eyes are the mirror of your spirit. They reveal confidence, kindness, and authenticity before you ever speak a word. But with age, many women begin to look away more often, avoiding attention, retreating from connection. This soft retreat can unintentionally dim presence. Instead, practice holding eye contact just a moment longer. Let your gaze be steady, but not piercing. Pair it with the smallest hint of a smile. This balance communicates both strength and warmth. People instantly feel seen, valued, and understood. That feeling lingers long after the conversation ends. Think about the most memorable women you've met. Often, what stays with you is not what they wore, but how they looked at you with attention, with calm, with kindness. That gaze becomes unforgettable. Eye contact is also a reflection of inner peace. When you meet someone's eyes without fear or tension, it shows you are comfortable in yourself, and that comfort radiates outward, making you magnetic. So tomorrow, whether you're greeting a barista, speaking with your child, or joining a meeting, practice it. Look up, meet their eyes, soften your expression, and let your presence speak. Because beauty isn't just in how you appear, it's in how others feel when they meet your gaze. And a woman whose eyes carry strength and gentleness carries timeless beauty. Now, imagine your morning as a flowing sequence. You wake with water and lemon. Take 2 minutes of silence. Jot 3 lines of gratitude. A cool spoon refreshes your eyes. A drop of oil nourishes your skin. Makeup reflects your mood. Shoulders open. Posture tall. Perfume whispers as you step outside. 10 minutes of walking clears your mind. Your voice greets the world with warmth. Your gaze connects with strength. These aren't chores, they're moments of self-respect. Together, they weave a rhythm that turns every ordinary morning into a graceful practice of timeless beauty. If these habits brought you calm or inspiration, I'd love for you to like this video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who shines. And tell me in the comments, which habit will you begin tomorrow? I read each one, and your stories inspire me. Age is simply a number. Beauty is the presence you carry. Elegance is a daily practice, small habits, repeated with love. So rise each morning. Care for yourself with grace. And let your glow come not from youth, but from wisdom, kindness, and the way you live